Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome to the penultimate week of training. Let's go. Here we are guys, back in Millwall Park for what I think will be the final time this block. So tonight's Tuesday and it's time for a workout, and tonight's workout is a bit of a tune-up session really. So 500 meter reps, nice and short but not too fast. So starting around 5 lots of 500 at about 350, then 4 lots a couple of seconds quicker, and then 3 lots a couple of seconds quicker again. So not too much, but 6k of effort, and the reps are nice and short. If you watched last week's video, you'll know that I've been dealing with a bit of a strain in my left calf, but to be honest, I'm not really sure whether it's paranoia, my mind playing tricks on me, or whether it's actually something serious. So I will be monitoring it tonight. If it starts to play up, then I'll just call the session there. I'm not taking any chances at this stage in the block. So I'm gonna do a few stretches, get this gel down, and then we'll get started. Okay, here we go. First rep, starting now. Alright, there we go. That is the first 5 done at about 3:55 pace. Some of them are a bit too quick. Seems like I'm running quicker going in this direction than I am coming back. So these ones have been about almost 5 or 6 seconds quicker for the 500 meters, which is obviously 10 or 12 seconds per kilometer quicker. But yeah, just going off effort really, because well, I know the GPS isn't great in this park, but that's first 5 done. Going off effort. So I run the next 4 slightly harder, and I do the final 3 a little bit harder again, but we'll just see what the paces are at the end. Right, I've got 12 seconds and then we're into the next rep, so let's go. Just swallowed a fly at 340 per kilometre. All right, 3 more reps. Let's try and pick up the pace again. Let's see what we've got left. Probably not very much, but we'll give it a go. All right, 27 seconds and we're off for the last 3. Bang on pace. Woo. All right, 2 more of those. There we go, that is workout done. And finishing with a 500 meters in 1 minute 42. So really pleased with that. Now I've got a few K jog, cool down to get home, and then I will see you tomorrow for an easy run. Welcome to Wednesday. I'm out for an easy run, and to be honest, my legs feel terrible, but I'm 10, 11 days out from the race, and the paranoia is real. I've been walking around today feeling some discomfort in my left leg. I had a moment where I thought I had a sore throat coming on, but really, I feel fine. I've done a little mobility session this afternoon at lunchtime, just to loosen things up a bit, and I don't know if that's made things better or worse, but I feel fine. So I'm out for 10 miles tonight, and as you can probably tell, the weather is lovely. Super sunny, despite the fact it is 10 to 7. I'm in a vest and sunglasses. Throwback to 10, 11 weeks ago when it was raining every single day and I had to do 8 or 9 runs in the week and it was dark. This is what training's all about. Easy runs on days like this. Right, I'm gonna crack on, get on with this run. Alright, we made it to the end of Southwark Park. We're a few kilometres from home, but more importantly, we've made it through one more run, injury-free. So I'm going to finish this run up, and I'll see you tomorrow for another small workout. See you then. Good evening. It is now Thursday. We are 10 days out from the marathon, and I'm out for one of the final workouts. Tonight's session is a pretty simple one. It is 5k easy, 6k marathon pace, 5k easy. So I'm just running out to the Thames Path now, to where I normally start my long run blocks, as I'm going to run it out along the Thames Path by the O2. So it's about 5k to get there. This workout is pretty standard for me before a marathon. 10 days out, I've done it before each of my last 4 marathons, and it's gone different each time basically. Sometimes it goes really well, like before Valencia I was running 4:06 per kilometre pace and it felt so easy, which is a 2:53 marathon, and then I ran 3:15. But before Amsterdam I was still feeling pretty fatigued and the paces were a bit slower, and that's when I ran my PB of 3:01. So it really could be anything tonight, but we're just about keeping the legs ticking over until race day. So I'm gonna get over to where I'm starting this rep, get this gel down, and then we'll get started. Let's go. We made it to the spot for the long run effort to start. I've just done some dynamic stretches, I've got the gel down. It's now time to start moving for what will be the final extended block at marathon pace. I'll have a few reps next week, plus the marathon. So let's get moving. Okay, here we go. 6k marathon pace. Let's see how comfortable this feels. Let's go. First K, 4:10, bit quick, I feel alright. Don't want to go too fast, so I can try and control it this K. Let's go. Alright, time to turn around. Here we go. $3K done, 3K left. Let's go. Right, 2K left. Just trying to stay relaxed. Still feel really good. Very hot though. So trying to keep relaxed. Not let the heart rate get too high. Right, let's go. $1K left. Let's go. There we go. There we go. That is the final block of marathon pace done. Next week I do have a small session where I run 4 by 5 minutes at marathon pace, but the next time I run more than 5 minutes at marathon pace after today is race day. So that's it, we're wet into the taper now. That felt good, that felt comfortable. It was, the effort was a little bit higher than what I wanted really, but you always want the effort to be less, I guess, so it's never going to be perfect. But I hit the paces in every single kilometre. My heart rate stayed below 160, which I guess is the target. I don't really monitor heart rate too much, but according to my Garmin, my threshold heart rate is 164, and I do wear a chest strap, so if their calculations are anything to trust, I know it's measuring my heart rate fairly accurately. So I kept it below 160 even on a hot day like this, 28 degrees earlier today, so I'm pleased with that. And yeah, that is pretty much the hardest part of the block done. Now all I need to do is not get injured and not get sick, which is easier said than done. I've now got 5k easy to jog home to take us up to 16k for the day, and then I'll be done for Thursday. Yeah, gonna get moving, finish this run up, and then I'll catch up with you tomorrow. Right, it's Saturday, and you guessed it, I'm out for an easy run. I probably need to run about 12 or 13k today, so keeping it nice and easy. I'm actually on my way to Decathlon because there's a few supplies I want to pick up for race day. Well, that was a successful trip to Decathlon. Managed to stock up on all my anti-chafe stuff ready for next weekend. I'm now at 9k and it's about 4k home from here, so that'll take us to a nice 8 miles, a nice 13k, and then we'll be home just in time for lunch. Right, let's go. Here we are, guys. We have made it to the final long run at the end of the final week of training. On the cards for today is just an easy run for about 24 kilometers, maybe 21, depending on how long this loop is. And then we will be done for training. Next week will be purely short distance, easy runs, plus one workout, which is just to give me some confidence. So I'm gonna run up to Victoria Park, run around Victoria Park, around on the canals, and then head back. So this bit of canal is actually where my running journey started, way back at the end of 2019. We used to live in a flat just over there, Lydia and I was working full time in Canary Wharf and not doing really any exercise. Playing football once a week, but that was pretty much it. And I entered the Hackney Half Marathon, and this canal is where I started training, running up and down here, getting further and further from home and building up to where I am now. And now I haven't run along here in a very long time, so it's bringing back some good memories. Used to live just up there, and then we went into COVID, and I caught the running bug maybe, but before I even ran the Hackney Half, because it was postponed, I entered the Brighton Marathon, and I entered Big Half, and I entered the Great North Run, but I ended up having nearly 2 years to train for it. So did my first ever half marathon solo time trial, which ended pretty much right here. First time it was 2 hours 2 minutes, and I wasn't happy with that, so I gave it another go the following weekend, and I managed to squeeze in just under 2 hours, which is not an official event, but yeah, that was a good run. Very tough at the time, but yeah, that was a long time ago now. I've run a lot of miles since then. Right, I'm now about to come up to the Buckle Tunnel Road, which is very loud, so hopefully we can go under it. I've got a feeling the bridge is closed, so let's find out. first year of running. Just there, in the shadow of the London Stadium, where West Ham are currently playing. I can hear the crowd. Just there, I got stung by a bee. Right in my leg, in the middle of a 20-mile long run. And I still had to run home. So that wasn't very fun. Alright, so there we are. That is the final long run of the block done. All that's left is the big one next weekend. So if you watched this far in the video, then thank you very much for watching. And if you've liked this video, then please leave a like down below and I'll be very grateful. And if you want to follow along as we run Copenhagen Marathon next week, then please hit subscribe and I'll see you then for another video. Bye bye.